Hey everybody, Caleb aka Kalebius aka Food Snob 101. If you happen to see my Steam title, my old handle in this video here, we are playing Shatter today, a game I recently picked up in the Humble Weekly Bundle. Links to the game and /or bundle, depending on the timing in which you see the video, in the description below. I have played through the story mode a couple of times in here, through the first level of the story mode just a couple of times in here. I've set the controllers to my Xbox controller currently, as you can see my high score there at a humble 43.5. Let's round up and say 43.6 million points, because I'm awesome. We're going to go ahead and jump into story mode, level 1, kinetic harvest here. Kind of give you an idea for the gameplay. Please pardon the ringtone noise in the background, as I was too idiotic to shut it off. Fairly fun games graphics-wise for the actual gameplay that's involved here. Typically these old block and paddle style games were graphic lacking, to say the least. Weapons power-ups were constantly a thing in these games, so there's nothing new there as far as that goes. What's really cool in this game is the graphics and the way they have those set up, as well as the multiple styles of gameplay, the multiple orientations of the paddle. The basics in this one are going to be either the vertical attack, as you see here, or what will end up being the horizontal attack that you'll see in just a little bit. I'm not using any of my special abilities currently, but I will get into those in just a second. On the Xbox controller, you will see I'm going to hit the right trigger and propel everything away. I can add an odd radius to things. You can see up on the sides of the board, they've got the targeting for where my piece is going to hit, which is not necessarily an awesome feature if you like guessing. But I don't know too many people who like guessing. So I can hit the right trigger and push things away, or I can hit the left trigger and suck in all of those beautiful, beautiful points towards me. That's kind of a cool feature. Where that starts to run amok just a little bit is in some of the later levels, where blocks will actually come and hit your paddle and cause great detriment to you, forcing you to consume a life, which is not awesome if you're trying to get further in the game. So knowing when and how to use those things, and use them in bursts just a little bit, use them to target specific blocks, like you will see me doing periodically, where I'm trying to bounce things along and get a certain trajectory on a target. Bam! Just like that. And I want to go ahead and suck in all those points right before the level ends, and then we move on to the next one. All in all, I'm having a lot of fun with this game. I didn't think it would be a whole lot of awesome. There's a lot of things to take in on your screen all at one time, and if you're too busy trying to suck in points, you will in fact suck your ball in and consume a life. Got to be very careful about that stuff. There's a lot of things going on in your screen at once, and as you can see, I just managed to suck a ball in there, which is great. You do have the ability to put a little bit of backspin, just like in tennis, on your piece there, which may or may not play into your favor depending on how good you are at that particular physics function. Some people are very good at it. Others, like myself, use it more as a straight luck piece. And try and suck all those points in before I manage to lose. I should say win. We don't have a whole lot going on in this map where I need to be too worried. Straight ahead. Boom. Alright, on to the next one. Only 4, 5, 6 maybe maps in this game, and this, I should say the starting zone to really be worried about. when I say to be worried about, I mean to actually play to win and get into the next series. It is, however, a lot more difficult to play and talk, as I played through this starting zone a few times last night without any difficulty whatsoever, but I was also sitting and just playing by myself, maybe enjoying a couple of cocktails along the way. But I do feel that even despite my wife's ridicule as I was playing this game... Oh, jeez! Hey, we learned something new today. Those blocks apparently hit you. Hey, here's one of those orientation tricks I was talking about earlier that I really enjoyed about this game. So they go ahead and split things off a little bit. Oh, son of a bitch. And have you play in a little more of the old traditional style here. With that horizontal paddle attack. It sometimes makes people freak out just a little bit because it seems like everything is closer to you even though it's really not. Fragments doubled. That means my potential points have doubled. All of these power-ups are necessary to get. The power-ups are mostly in bonus to your blocks and not actually in the earlier levels a bonus to your weapon out destroying said blocks. I'm going to give it a little spin there. Not enough to do what I wanted it to do. Come on, you can do it. Just get up there and hit some dynamite. Nope, I said hit some dynamite. Yeah, no, hit some dynamite. And nope, yeah, and the dynamite. There we go. And I'm going to head and redeem all of those points that were coming into me. You can see again where on the wall it was predicting that you would, or your piece, I shouldn't say predicting, telling you where the trajectory of your piece would end up, which is really kind of either cool or not at all cool, depending on how you look at it. I did record a bunch of video with me playing significantly better than this, but I decided it was probably not in anybody's best interest if I couldn't play this game while discussing it. And discussing the gameplay and letting you see how things go. Or, you know, if I could play better without having any conversation going on. Because let's face it, you should be able to multitask and play a game and talk about the game and all of that neat jazz there. So apparently in this game they have something called a story mode. I don't quite get it yet. Probably because I'm just a little bit stupid, but I don't see the point to having a story mode in a blockbusting game. I'm sure there is one. There is supposedly some kind of breach that has happened, and we are designed to contain said breach. And he hits the dynamite. Good job. That was me using my physics-altering abilities just a little bit. Ooh! The blocks with the X in them, those are the blocks that will, if I suck them in, start sucking in towards my paddle and cause me to lose lives. So as you can see, I'm blasting straight away right away to keep everything in the background, and then I'm going to pull a bunch of stuff in, hopefully retaining a lot of those X blocks in their former holding pattern while trying to draw the points in. There's a lot of stuff you can do to try and consolidate all of the... Oh, crap. Crap that is happening. You can blow those blocks back away from your paddle. Let them stay out there, stay in play, and not, in fact, cost you a life, but allow them to be a target instead. Get my lives back. Oh, come on! See if I can pull everything in at once. No, 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 no. That was improper use of physics. Alright, next, wave 7. Oh, what is that? Did I just launch 2 balls? I did, in fact, and I lost one already. But I gained a life back, so that's okay. I didn't really lose too much there. I've got to keep all of these blocks in play. So I want them back out in the field, and then I want to suck in all the points I can. And get more of those blocks back out in the field. Oh, but geez Louise, I just lost everything. Everything right there, because I wasn't paying nearly as much attention as I should have been. Get much stuff sucked in as possible. Come on, hit that block. Hit that block. You can do it. It's like a PlayStation frickin' square, whatever button that is. It's not the circle or the triangle or the X. There we go. Alright, what is next? Oh, it is the boss fight. So here's the cool thing with the boss fight. Watch what I'm doing. I'm shooting out 3 balls at once. What I'm going to do is basically keep my physics ability charged the entire time and try and keep all of my balls out in the field for as long as possible, doing nothing but damage, 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 and I let a ball through, whatever. Try not to let the boss hit me, and then I'm going to suck in as many points as I can. Alright, back at it. Oh, son of a... sucker. Let a ball through, the boss hit him, blah, 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 blah. Needless to say, not my best run in the whole world, but guess what? I got another ball or 2 to shoot out there. Got another life. Good for me. And we're going to let another ball through. That's 3 out in the field again. A lot of micromanaging you can do in this game. And you have the ability, what's really cool in this game is you have the ability to micromanage or not. I can shoot 1 ball out, let it kind of go, not suck in a bunch of the points, probably make it a little bit further than I would originally. But if you're points hungry like I am, it's all about knowing how and when and where to use these abilities you get. And am I the best at this? Probably not. Somebody in like first grade has probably got get it, significantly higher score than I do in this game. I'm at peace with that because I'm kind of an old guy playing games that remind me of my early youth at this point, where 8-bit graphics were kind of a cool novelty and all of this fancy stuff was not really a thing yet. We were pretending like it was going to be a thing in our lifetime anyway. And it is, which is cool. Nobody was really planning on it. Oh, he had his suck-in locked in. That's why I'm losing all these balls. Great. I'm losing all my balls. Oh, yeah, and he got his paddle sucked out. But he got points drawn in, so that's cool. 3 balls in play again, destroying the boss, doing their thing. All set, bouncing back into the middle of the field, into the back of the field to do the back-end damage to the boss and sucking all the points he can in the meantime, hitting the balls, returning everything back out to the boss. Oh, hit one, missed it. All lives lost, son of a boss. Oh my god, how did that happen? Alright everybody, here it is, take 2 on the boss fight that I epically failed before for my very first time in all of the starter plays that I have been through. Take my immediate one up, let me smash that boss around, send my multiple balls in. That's what she said. How did I miss one there? Ooh boy. If I have to retake this multiple times because I'm all of a sudden sucking because I'm talking to you people, then I'm just going to keep playing this game and not talking to you people. What do you mean, you people? You people. That's what I mean. Yeah. Oh, barely smacks that ball out with that. Oh, fuck a duck. Pardon my French there, but it made me just more than a little bit mad. Suck all them stuffs in. Get all them other balls up. Why did he hit me? What a freaking dick. I haven't had such a hard time playing a game talking since Rogue Legacy. And that is not... that was a risk for a power-up. Oh man, I feel like I'm letting everybody down here. Even though there's like 3 of you that watch these videos on any kind of normal basis. Yeah, sucking all the power-ups. Get him. Oh, yeah. Oh, bam, oh, bam, oh, bam. Oh, yeah. Repel them balls. Get them balls in there. Oh, yeah, go ahead. What you gonna do? Try and get me. Oh, you got an extra ball. Oh, yeah. Oh. This is really exciting. I'm not gonna lie to you, folks. This is way beyond my typical cognitive abilities to do anything. Oh, bam. Oh, missed one. Lost it. Alright. Sent another one out. Boom. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's a boss win. Anyway, the real reason that I jumped back into this thing, even though I shamed myself, is because of the bonus level, which is really cool, which I failed immediately by missing one of those pieces. All you gotta do with the bonus level here is keep the missiles or balls or whatever after you want to call them in play. And each time you whack them off your paddle-a-doo, you get bonus points, like I'm missing on big time there. At any rate, I'm down to one target, so this should be a little bit easier for me to deal with. Because I am apparently super awesome and can't hit more than one thing at a time. Yeah. Ideally, you want to keep all three of them in play and have yourself a grand old time because they just keep getting harder and faster to deal with. And you can't use your physics ability to keep them bouncing out. You just got to kind of deal with them. And there we go, maxed out at like 2.3 million points. Can't really read that thing. Because, you know, whatever. I definitely did not achieve a new high score. But I got a score, so that's good. But the real reason I jumped back in is because I want to let you see a little bit of what Mission 2 looks like. Because they add a couple of cool new mechanics in here that differ from a lot of the games that you might have played that are on the similar style before. One of them, I believe, comes out level 2 or so. Try and clear all this crap out of here as quick as I can. I'm going to use my bounce around feature as much as possible so that I lose as few lives as possible. Catch that one up. I'm sure there's some freaking genius out there that can play this game way better than I can, but that's because you're awesome and I'm not, I suppose. And my scores look like child's play to you, but I feel pretty accomplished by them altogether. I'm gonna bounce all that crap back into itself. Oh, did you see that pro bounce around? That's how I do. Get the dynamite, there we go. Alright, level cleared. Let's see, I forget if it's level 2, 3, 4, it must be 3 or 4 then, because we're not there yet. Keep all that crap bouncing around again, get those loose string, little floating whatchamajiggers. Ow, damn it. You gotta handle them loose blocks, otherwise you get smacked out of oblivion and you can't contain whatever it is that's leaking or loose or whatnot. Maybe they should call this the BP oil game, where you gotta try and contain crap. Because BP is bad at containing crap apparently. Or oil or whatever you want to call it these days. I don't know, I pretend they're a giant porta potty company that just can't get their crap figured out. I'm gonna let that guy pass because... Oh, I don't see a way around it, and miserably failing. There we go. Getting all distracted and out of sorts talking about BP, because I do love my fossil fuels, as I'm sure most of you do. You're probably all really good people that drive really good cars like Priuses that are all based on, you know, gasoline and baby farts and stuff like that or whatever. Not gasoline, but electricity and baby farts or something, I don't know. At any rate, you're probably better people than I am. Oh, please be a level that I can show you so I can cut this game out. Oh, here it is, The cool radius plane, you can't just hit back and forth, right? You've actually got to hit, ooh, multiple balls. I released multiple balls. That was a bad mistake. When I wasn't really planning on playing yet. You can't just hit back and forth. You've actually, if you're playing like I am on an Xbox controller, you've actually got to move your controller in a slight radius in order to effectually make this happen. Extra life, yeah. We got a few of these levels in level, I should say, in the second part of the playthrough, the story playthrough. And I haven't really gotten any farther than that yet, to be honest with you. I just thought this was really cool, and I'd get her started. Berries. Give you all kind of a glimpse, because the goal of this isn't to play through, and I don't even do little Let's Plays, starter reviews of all of the games that I like, or of all the games that I play, I should say, because, let's face it, they're not all that great. And if I don't think it's worth you maybe playing around with, I don't play it and send it your way. Rogue Legacy, thought was a great game. Love it or hate it, you can't deny it's a good time. In this game, again, love it or hate it, it's very well designed. The play is very seamless. When you F up, let's face it, it's because you F'd up, and that's one of my favorite things in the world, is knowing how inadequate I am, and knowing that I should just be better. I was king of the old Blockbuster games back in the day, but this is an entirely new deal altogether. I gotta suck that bad boy back down to me here so I can get it to start doing what I want it to do, instead of using all my physics abilities. Oh, that didn't work. And there, if you're not careful, you might think you're gonna pass, but you're not. You're just gonna sneak by a little part of the wall you weren't anticipating. But I'm only going to maybe play through this level and then go ahead and cut this thing off so that you can all go and play this yourself. Because let's face it, this is a freaking awesome game. And I think everybody out there that plays it gets an actual chance to play it is really going to like it. So I don't want to spoil it for you. It is a good time. I picked this up in the recent Humble Bundle setup. You may or may not be able to get it in the old Humble Bundle by the time this video comes out, as I was approaching it maybe I think in the last couple of days during the week that the bundle was available. This game will be out there for your purchase, which is absolutely awesome. Gotta suck that bad boy back down in here and get it stuck on where I want it to again. Yeah, throw a little bit of love, maybe. There we go. Now we're talking. Get all those points before they go away. At any rate, I will be posting the link to this game at some place in the video, maybe in an annotation, possibly just in the description. Link to the game, that is. I think everybody needs to play this game. It's a good little piece. It can be played mind-numbingly. There are adjustable difficulty levels. I'm playing just on normal. And I'm going to stop before this level goes. So, you all take care. Have a great whatever time of day it is you are watching this at. And I hope to see you again on here in the near future. Picked up a lot of really cool games in the old bundle. Some stuff like Jamestown and a few others that I'm having a lot of fun playing right now. Some remind me of great 8-bit over-the-top scrollers, bullet hell beauties, and it's going to be awesome. At any rate, go check this out. This has been Shatter, and I hope you all enjoyed. Thanks. Take care.